Hi guys, today we are going to learn straight line graph. Okay, I will separate this chapter into two videos so that we have a shorter length of the video. Okay, now firstly we must know what is coordinates. Coordinate is formed by xy. You should know this is xy, so it is x first then y. Don't confuse. I know some of you still confused. Like 3 2, that means you have 3 2, so this is indicated by A right now. So for D it will be -4 and 3. This one you should know. Then after that, reading scales. Reading scale, because some of the graph is with different scale. Let's try this example. So you can see from here, this one from 0 to 1 is divided by 20 small tiny box here. So you should know how much is one tiny box here, right? So it's quite easy. So you just use 1, then divided by how many. If 20, that means the one single tiny box here will be 1 over 20. That's all. So for like this case, it's the same. It's still the same, so 1 over 20. But for this case, you can see 0 to 1 is divided by 5 boxes only. So each small box will be 1 over 5, and so on, right? Okay, next thing, we are going to know what is called gradient. Gradient is actually counting the steepness of the graph. So basically it is like this line. If the measurement is like that, you try to form a triangle like this one. So try to get the vertical height here, like how many boxes, divided by how many boxes of the width here, horizontal distance here. So you can see the gradient is actually by formula, the height here divided by the width here. So in this case we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 divided by 3, so our answer will be 2. So you can see the gradient of this line is 2. Okay, now back to this one. Let's see. So let's see, I want to know what is the gradient of this line. So you try to get a triangle here. Let's say from here to here. So you have 2 divided by 4. So 2 divided by 4, that's why you have half. So that means the gradient of this line is half. But this one is here to here. Let's say I want to use these 2 points. So it would be 4, 1 2 3 4, 4 divided by 2. That's why you have 2. So you just find 2 points on the line, any 2 that you can read easily, like this one. Don't try to get this the point is in the middle, because we don't know whether this is half or not. Try to get the point from here and then try to form a right angle triangle, then use vertical height divided by horizontal height. Okay, another explanation of gradient is that I always tell my student like that: when you move to the right one, see whether you go up, go down, how many boxes. So like this case, if I move 1, I need to rise 2. That's why the gradient is 2, right? So for this one, it's like I move 1 but I only move half, or I move 2, I only move 1. That's why the gradient is half only. Okay, for the line is like this, I always say this line is going up. That's why your gradient has positive. But for this case, if I move 1 to the right, but I need to drop 1, that's why I call this gradient as -1, because when I move 2, I also drop 2. So 2 divided by 2, you still get 1, but your answer is in negative for the gradient, right? Like for this one. Okay, let's try this. To find a gradient, you can actually form a triangle. As I said, you can use this one, 2 here, 1 2 3 4. So 2 divided by 4, that's why you get half, right? But the answer is negative half. Or you can think of like that: I move 1, I need to drop half. That's why it is negative half. So for this case, it's the same thing. You can just find any 2 points that you can form a right angle triangle and try to find that. Then this formula, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, is actually trying to find the distance here, because this is you try to find, this is as considered as y2, and this is y1. So y2 minus y1, that's why you get -3, and then x2 minus x1, that's why you get this, at minus -4, that's why you get -half. Okay, so you also can use my method just now. Try to locate a easy coordinate that you can read, like this one. So you move 2, you drop 1, that means 1 over 2, so -half. All right. So this is how we calculate gradient. So you have two very special cases, which is when the line is like this and like that. Okay, so when the line is like horizontal, the gradient is 0. When this is like that, it is infinite, because the gradient is change in y over change in x. If the change y has nothing, that means it's 0. But as long then 0 divided by whatever also get 0. That's why the gradient is 0 for here. But this one, the changes is y is like infinite, but the changes of x is 0. So a number divided by a 0, that's why we get infinite as our answer, right? So later on you try to do this question, because you have no figure here, you need to identify which one is which one, right? The next one is the equation of the straight line. Okay, for two spatial one, horizontal and vertical, is very easy, right? For this one, as long as horizontal, it passing through 4, we call this line as y equal to 4. If passing through 2 like that, let's say this is 2, this is y equal to 2. Right? If for vertical one is passing through 7, that means this is called x equal to 7. And then you should know why, because this one, for example, this one. Why we call this as y equal to 4? Because you can see the coordinate on this line or end up with y coordinate as 4. That's why it's called y equal to 4. And then this one, the coordinate on this line, or the coordinate of x is end up with 7. That's why it's called x equal to 7. Right? Okay, now comes to the best part of this. The general equation of a straight line, which is what we always say, y equal to mx plus c. The gradient, and this is y-intercept. Alright? So we have these two are numbers, but these two are variable, which means in a general equation you always have y and x, but with m as number, c as a number. So if these two change, that means this the length, I mean the line will be different on the graph. Okay, let's see how we change this. So for example, this one, y equal to 3x plus 2. Oh, okay, now this will be the gradient, and this is a y-intercept, right? So you have different types. Okay, then the number, what we call as coefficient of x, coefficient of x is always the m, the gradient, but your equation must be in this format, y equal to mx plus c, because some of them are not, just like this case. Right, for this example, you can see for this one is still easy, y equal to x minus 2, so that means the gradient is 1, the y-intercept is negative 2. Okay, but this one you can see y plus 3 equal to negative 2x, which is not in the same format of y equal to mx plus c. So we need to modify this, make it in this order, so that you can read it easily. So then by moving like that, then only you can say this is gradient, this is y-intercept. Okay, this chapter is all about arranging formula, right? Arranging it into y equal mx plus c, then identify what is gradient and what is the y-intercept. Right? For example, for this case, okay, half y equal to x minus 2, so y will be 2x minus 4. So this is gradient, this is a y-intercept. Alright. For this one, negative 2y equal to 6x plus 2. You need to divide by negative 2, so that make it 1 into 1y only. So you get negative 3x minus 1. Alright. So this is y-intercept, no, gradient, and this is y-intercept. Alright. For the rest, like this one, y minus x equal to 0. Okay, y over x. Then what you do is you just have to type this to this, so that you get 0, then y equal to x. So you have a gradient of 1, but the y-intercept as 0, 1. Okay. For the rest, even though it looks so complicated, but you should know how to arrange it later on. For question 7, this is very complicated. There is chapter 9 for us to do later on, so you just ignore this first. So this one easy, like this one easy, you can do this like this, time the whole thing here to here, so that you get this and this, and then you need to expand that so that you get this and you need to rearrange it, make it into y equal to mx plus c. Then when you move over, it becomes 3x, huh? Because this one plus this one. Then y, you need to move here, become minus y. Okay, wait, minus 2y. So you have minus y equal to 3x. Y will be negative 3x. So in this case, this is a gradient. The y-intercept will be 0. Alright, so that's it for today. Later on we have some others. Then we continue in next video. Thanks.